Lessons in being a swammer instead of a swimmer. A story in retirement. 1. Although you claim you'll never have to wake up at 6 a.m. ever again, you will soon realize that that is unfortunately not true as the real world comes knocking. 2. After running through snowbanks in shorts, I realized I have no idea how to properly attire myself for exercising anywhere but the pool. Dad, I can hear you groaning from here. Also, what does one do in a gym? I have no idea. 3. Eventually you stop sweating out chlorine. The weird part is, you kind of start to miss it. 4. You come to the depressing realization that not only can you not physically eat as much as you used to, you really can't anymore. It's not really that socially acceptable anymore. The question of, are you an athlete, gets awkward, and you tend to go into a 5-minute explanation of, well, I was a swimmer, but I guess I'm not anymore, but I swear I'm still an athlete. 6. Retirement just makes you sound old, and the freshmen will not hesitate to remind you precisely how old you really are. I see you, Sarah Lee. 7. When the season ends, you think you're going to get a gift of 20 extra hours in your schedule, but those somehow vaporize and leave you in awe of how did you do it all of this during the season. 8. My time on HWSD taught me lessons in and out of the pool. Like that one time freshman year, I was on crutches and Steph told me to take the shuttle to the pool, and after meticulously looking up schedules, I boarded the bus bound for the stadium. Little did I understand that the stadium meant Fenway and not Harvard Stadium. And I was off on a little joyride through Boston at 6 in the morning. Needless to say, I did not make it to practice that day. Lesson learned, do your homework. And number 9, you know that really cliche saying that you don't know what you have until it's gone? Well, it's kind of true. A friend told me the other day that the best thing about Harvard is the reason why you come to Harvard. I believe that for many of us, HWSD was one of the primary reasons why we chose this prestigious university over less reputable and known safety schools such as Princeton and Yale. Although being able to throw around the H-bomb in interviews doesn't hurt either. Yes, the academics are world-renowned, and apparently some famous people went here, but that's not really the reason why you came to Harvard. The reason is this team. I know our team likes to talk about how special we are and what an incredible team we have become, but I don't think we really took the time to realize how true that is. Dick Jockums once said, are you going to talk about being great, or are you going to do what it takes to be great? Sure, we talk the talk, but this season, we walked the walk. We did what it took to be great. Sure, on paper, it may look like we fell short of our goals this season, but the reality is we succeeded in every other way possible. Being a part of HWSD, this year in particular, was an experience unlike any other. I implore the underclassmen to not take that for granted. This team is cohesive, strong, motivated, and inspiring. And it took every single one of us to make that happen. In our team meetings, we said that we wanted to be united, to be fighters, and to have heart. And in that, I fully believe we found success. Something evident in the plethora of Facebook statuses declaring our mighty power before every meet, and the 23 likes on each one. And our insistence of crushing everything, past or present tense. You all are a force to be reckoned with, both in and out of the pool, and don't ever forget that. This team is an unstoppable entity. Now, I'm not one to get sentimental, but look around you, ladies, because this is my foxhole. And number 10, HWSD will always be my jam. And before I finally release you, I would like to fulfill my promise by thanking Joanne Fawcett and Kathleen LaRoe for getting me into the sport of swimming, Jerry for teaching me how to defy the odds, Steph, Matt, Lauren, Kyle, and Becca for making my dream come true, and to my parents for being never-ending sources of inspiration, comfort, and support. And lastly, to my teammates for making this one ride I never want to get off of.